Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about fractional gold and its place in your stacking plans as spot price flirts with $2,400 an ounce. If you enjoy and find value in the content, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Now let's jump in. The concept of the iron triangle is a term used in various fields to describe a situation where there are three competing constraints that are challenging to balance simultaneously, and that you need to weigh trade-offs to arrive at the best option. More simply, it means that changes in one area often come with trade-offs in others. At a time when the cost of an ounce of gold is hovering around $2,400, for most savers, buying gold requires navigating its own iron triangle, the triad of price, premium, and utility. We're going to look at all three with a qualification or two. We'll be talking about government minted bullion. Also, we'll be talking about paying the cash price. Remember that if you use crypto, credit, or PayPal, you'll pay a transaction fee. Dealer's choice here, and I almost always transact in the cash price. For this video, I've selected gold maple leaf coins minted by the Royal Canadian Mint, one of the most popular producers of bullion in the world. They also mint bullion in a number of weights that make comparison visually interesting. I could have just as easily chosen Gold Eagles or Britannias or Krugerrands, though. The first corner, or vertex if you're a fan of geometry, is price. It sets the baseline for the discussion because it's the most tangible. Spot price is largely homogeneous across markets made in United States dollars. While spot price is mutually agreed upon, what price is high or low is subjective and based on your personal circumstances. Regardless if you're buying ounces or 1/10 ounces, what is important is that you're allocating capital within reason and your means. At the time this video was made, spot sat at $2,391.53, and the yellow metal has posted a 17% return so far in 2024. The melt value of the range of gold maples breaks out like this: $2,391 for an ounce, $1,195 for a half ounce, $597 for a quarter ounce, $239 for a 1/10 ounce, and finally $119 for 1/20th of an ounce. Across this price range, there is something for the vast majority of stackers at current spot prices, although I know several gold buyers who have moved down the price scale as spot has moved up. Personally, I like to dollar cost average every month into gold. This means I target stacking at least 1/4 ounce of gold. In months where I have extra cash, I'll opt for a half ounce. At $2,400, ounces will become very rare. But what about when we add in premiums? Like many government-minted bullion coins, Canadian gold maple leafs often come with a premium over the spot price of gold. This premium covers the costs of production, distribution, and marketing, as well as the added value of the coin's design, collectability, and legal tender status. As a result, savers might pay more per ounce than they would for generic gold bars or non-government bullion products. For you're interested in lower premium gold, I covered options like French roosters and British sovereigns in a recent video. I'll leave a link to that one in the description for folks that would like to know more. Generally, premium falls as price increases. Using the price comparison site, findbullionprices.com, I gathered point-in-time premiums at major online bullion dealers for gold maples. We'll be using the lowest price offered as long as the coins aren't scratched or scruffy. We also don't care about the year the coin was minted in. Premiums shake out like this: less than 1% for an ounce of gold. Next to marketing offers for gold at spot, this might be one of the lowest premiums I've come across for gold in some time. 7.86% for a half ounce. 6.95% for a quarter ounce, which is lower than the premium for a half ounce. 11.7% for a 1/10 ounce. Now we're starting to see the real drag premiums can put on a gold purchase. And finally, we've got a whopping 51.81% for 1/20th of an ounce of gold. Finally, we come to utility, which I think of as the relative optionality of the gold in question. Like price, there is some subjectivity here. For me, it comes down to a few things, starting with exit liquidity, which means if I have to sell off some gold for an opportunity or an emergency, what gives me the flexibility to only sell off the gold I need to? It would be a shame to sell off an ounce to cover a $500 expense. The rub here is that if you are selling off gold to cover an expense of a few $100s, you might need to reevaluate where you position gold in your portfolio. For me, this means holding emergency cash in the highest yielding cash savings product that I can find, accessible within a minimum of time, say within a few days to a week, and without withdrawal penalties before stacking precious metals. Let's look at all the options, though. An ounce of gold gives me wealth concentration. An ounce of gold represents my mortgage and homeowners association payment, with enough left over for one hell of a dinner out at current spot prices. Going all in rings the register at $2,415 and change, which sure makes $1,800 look like a complete bargain. A half ounce of gold provides optionality. It still represents a non-trivial amount in dollars, but the price point makes a half ounce more of a regular buy as opposed to an ounce, which is situational at current prices. A half ounce will set you back $1,289.72. I always thought of the half ounce as the odd man out, but at current prices, it feels like the new option for storing a substantial amount of wealth in a small package. A quarter ounce saves you from releasing the wealth concentrated in ounce and half ounces, and it is well within my means for a minimum monthly dollar cost option. That being said, $639.13 puts just how pricey an ounce of gold has gotten into perspective. Regardless, stack one a month and you would have 3 ounces in 12 months. Not too shabby. 1/10 ounce is for budget stacking. It's vastly more affordable in dollars than the others, but it starts to introduce double-digit premiums. It's also the first weight that doesn't convey the density of gold. It feels like a dime. Regardless, $267 is more within reach for most budgets, and you can stack 1.2 ounces in a year. 1/20th really threads the needle between novelty and uselessness. The premiums are over 50%, and at $181.53 a pop, it nets out to $3,600 for an ounce of gold. I don't get it. Beyond that, well, I guess they're still better than a gold back, which shows up as a favorite in the comments section frequently. Let's look at them. An equivalent weight of gold in a 1/20th gold back will set you back $256 or $5,119 per ounce. If there is a gold product that makes 0 cents for anything, it is the gold back. Being legal tender in some states is meaningless to me. Use your head with these products, which is to just say no to buying them. Do you stack gold backs? If yes, light me up in the comments because I just don't get it. Anyway, back to the iron triangle. For my dollar, the 1/4 ounce gold maple would be and is my first choice for stacking gold at these price points. On months that I'm a little more flush with cash, I'd choose to stack half ounce coins. 10th ounce coins are typically an add-on, as in I've put a 1/4 ounce in my cart and add a 1/10th kicker onto my order. These days, full ounce coins are a rarity beyond taking in some excess cash, and I want to lock some of it up in gold. Given the chance to buy 1/20th of an ounce or not buying gold, I'm going to always opt for not buying gold. I just can't justify the premium. That being said, every person and situation is different. Just know your means and your why before hitting the buy button. And that is just about it for our look at gold's iron triangle. When it comes to buying gold bullion, what are you stacking and why? Let me know in the comments. And finally, I appreciate you stopping by and sticking through to the end of the video. Cheers!